たのように侍は
Spring weather, cherry blossoms, and samurai. It doesn't get better than that. So, I've been meaning to just express my feelings on this topic for a while, and I would like for you just to tell me if any of you do the same. So, here in New Jersey right now, we're experiencing spring weather. It's mainly in April and May, and I look forward to it every year. It's my favorite season. Luckily, I'm not someone who gets allergies. And I think this time of the year just has the perfect temperature. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's right in the middle. And it also looks the nicest. This is the time of the year you get all the colors. New Jersey winters can be pretty rough. They're pretty gray. So when we finally do get flowers and cherry blossoms, it's sort of like a sign that there's hope out there. So as you can tell, this is just going to be a more personal video rather than my usual video essays. Though I hate that name essay, it reminds me of school. I feel like I have PTSD from it. But let's not try to ruin the mood. Right now it's looking great outside, I'm feeling great, it's spring, and it just excites me every year. But it also just reminds me, for some reason, of Japan, and it makes me want to watch samurai movies. And actually, before I had this channel, I'd only watch them in spring and summer. Mainly spring. And that's why sometimes in the winter I try to make videos on Yakuza and stuff like that. But in case you ever wondered where my love for samurai started, it all began with a trailer for The Last Samurai. And it happened when I was really young. I was in the movies, and then this trailer came up, and it was The Last Samurai. And the movie just fascinated me for some reason. And actually, I recall my YouTube friend, The Shogunate, saying he had a similar experience. I guess he's around the same age as me. And at the time, I was definitely too young to see The Last Samurai. But it looked like everything I ever wanted. And I even remember, like, there's this man who visited my dojo from Japan, and he asked us, like, if we were going to see this movie. Of course, it was like a class of kids, so no one actually raised their hand, but I wanted to be the one guy that said I saw it. And I don't really think there's really been a form of media that brought just such interest to Japan and samurai until probably Ghost of Tsushima. And in case you're wondering, I do love the movie The Last Samurai. And I know a lot of you are probably cringing at that, and I get it. I was actually talking to the Nerdy Ronin about this. He also loves the film too. It's not 100% historically accurate, but then again, what movie is? I feel like if a movie was 100% historically accurate, it'll be really boring. And it will probably be really long and like just tons of dialogue and stuff. But anyway, back to The Last Samurai. Eventually I rented it when I was a kid. And I had this woods in my backyard. And every day I'll just go out there and play, pretending I was a samurai. And as it turns out, you know, childhood feelings never really go away. And if I could, I'd probably do the same thing. Of course, if I did that now, I'd probably get the police called on me. But anyway, that movie just has such beautiful scenery. There's flowers, there's just beautiful landscapes, Japanese gardens. It's just a beautiful movie. You know, even the music is beautiful. And it was the first samurai thing I ever saw.
but a foolish samurai warrior.
If you don't count Samurai Jack. But the reason I'm even making a video on this is I want to know if anyone else does the same way or feels the same way. Is there a season that you attribute to samurai and Japan? Is there other forms of media that you only consume during certain times of the year? But if I'm gonna watch a film this time of the year, I feel like it's gotta be Akira Kurosawa. I mean, his films just do such a great job at showing nature and seasons and just beautiful scenery. If you ever wanted to increase the intensity of the final battle in Seventh Samurai, I suggest you watch it during a heavy rainstorm. Same for Shaman. After the Rain is also a great film to watch this time of the year. That film also has a lot of great shots of nature and colors. Also Dreams, that had a lot of colorful scenery, even though it's not really a samurai film. Ran is usually something I watch late spring, and for some reason I watch it on Mother's Day. I don't know why. But when you watch certain movies on certain days with certain weather, it makes you feel like you're in the film. And I definitely recommend trying it. Anyway, I know it's kind of a weird video, but it's just something I always wanted to do, and I kept missing spring every time. I'd always be busy, so finally I was able to do it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and be sure to enjoy the samurai weather.